All right, we're gonna move on to our upper body. So with this, we're gonna start with our stretches. Get your little timer out. And honestly, it's pretty good if you want to wear your watch at all times when you're working out. And that way you can keep your heart rate where it needs to be. Old-fashioned way is 220 minus your age, but I have done the precise calculations for you and sent those to you, so you can just try and keep your heart rate within that. And if you're going over, that's a good indication. If you can't talk to your body and say, is this too hard? That's also a good indication to slow it down. Okay, crossbody stretch. 1 minute. This is how I've taught you before. This is the easy way to do these. You hold this for a minute. Hard way. Hard way is pushing into a wall like this and then pulling it towards you. I don't know why, but it is so much harder to push against the wall and then bring it towards you. Hold that 1 minute. Switch. There we go. You'll find the right angle too to push. It's like you are pushing your scapula back towards your spine, and you pushing that scapula back is creating more tension on your deltoids, on the front of your rotator cuff. And you're stretching them out and getting them ready for some movement. Okay, and then you're gonna set the timer for 2 minutes. And my left leg is forward, so I'm gonna start with my left leg. Left, right, under. Left, right, under. Left, right, under. Left, right, under. We're gonna do this for 1 minute. And then we're gonna switch. You can go as hard or as slow as you want, but right now we are actually really strengthening the serratus anterior, and that's going to help our muscles for our scapula to stay in place. A lot of times people want to wing when they do things. It's going to help us not to wing and make us fighters. No, I don't know, but it does help to stabilize the scapula, which we want because we use our shoulders for everything. Okay, so you're at the 3 minute mark, switch. Now my right leg is forward and we're gonna go right, left, under, right, left, under, right, left, under, right, left, under. And this is so easy, but it really gets the heart rate up. And for me, it is the perfect amount of this exercise without feeling like I want to die the next day. Because you can really overdo it with lax joints. So this is a good way to strengthen without hurting ourselves. All right. Whew. We are warm. Next. 4 sets of 10 arm circles. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to switch and go the opposite way. That's 10. Go the opposite way. Switch, go the opposite way. There you go. And I start to really feel it at that time. So that last set, when I'm feeling the fatigue kick in here, I have to be mindful to keep my shoulders down and back. All right, our next ones. You gotta love me. 3 sets of 10. We're gonna do shoulder taps and plank. So we're gonna come into our plank position here. Make sure your butt's not too far up. You wanna be a line and not a V. So here, tap, tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pause, do the rest of your 40. As you know, with everything that we do in plank, you're gonna have a tiny bit of sway. Resist as much as possible. You do not wanna be whipping those hips back and forth, and you wanna be a gorgeous, gorgeous line and not a V. All right, do those on your own. We are now going to do bent over rows. And by the way, I made 3 sets of 10 instead of 40. You're welcome. Bent over rows. I'm gonna come into a lunge here, so my left leg is forward. Look at my shoulders, are those down and back? Yes. I'm gonna think about bringing that elbow back to my butt, back to the wall behind me. There's 10. Now you're gonna switch so that you don't fatigue out. Look at your shoulders, are they symmetrical? Bring that shoulder back. I don't mean your shoulder, bring that elbow back. What am I saying? Daylight savings has me crazy. That 10th one really kills me. Pause, finish out your next 2 sets here on each side, and then come on back. So this next one, you gotta really listen to the cues here. I know that this one has created some issues for us in the past. I wanna try it one more time. You can let me know how it goes. You're gonna come into a Superman position. Well, first of all, in quadruped, we've done these before, where we find our pelvic neutral, and then we extend one leg and the opposite arm and bring those in. We've even progressed that by putting a block on your back while you're doing those. This time, we're gonna be flat on the ground. The goal of this is not to reach the ceiling, so don't think like that. You're gonna come all the way down. You're gonna push that pelvis, tuck it in. So not even really neutral, just think about tucking in that pelvis to the floor. If you're this shape, I want you to be this shape, you know? Tucking that pelvis in and lifting just a smidgen, because it's not even anatomically possible to totally lift. Now lift the other side. Pushing that pelvis into the ground and tucking it. Now, this time, you're gonna lift your right leg and your left arm. Ready? Begin. And down. Tuck that pelvis, squeeze that butt, lift the left leg. Right arm. Oof. And the next. Here's our third. Next. 4. Keep tucking the pelvis. 5. Keep tucking the pelvis every time. Retuck. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. I think you're gonna do 3 sets of 10 in that. If you can do 4, then do 4. Because it's new, then you're totally allowed to do 3 sets of 10. But every single time you do one, think about coming in like this into the floor, scooping that down, and then crushing a walnut between your cheeks before you lift your leg. Next, You're gonna love me again. Floor to stand. I know that this sucks, but it is something that you need to be good at for life. So, I want you completely on the ground, and then you're gonna come to a seated position. You can push off with one arm if you need to. Get up and stand. It's a simple movement. You're gonna do 40 of them. This is prepping you to do some cleans as well as burpees later on in life. You can hate burpees too. Oof. This is a skill that I have every single patient learn how to do. 6. Eight. You can go slower than this. There's 10. You're gonna do 30 more, so pause this. And then come on back. I have to go fast because we are almost out of time together. Our next one will be triceps dips. Oof. So in this position, you're gonna lift that booty up off the floor, just a hair, come on back. Elbows need to be pointed straight back. Do not let them bend out. You want them to face the wall behind you. Just a hint of dipping. There's 10. Take a rest. See how you feel. I only want you to do 3 sets of 10 because that's your whole body weight and you always use a weight. Your body weighs way more than any weight is ever gonna weigh, and so be nice to yourself. Next, you're gonna do planks to downward dogs. This you can do 4 sets of 10. I know you can, so do it. You are gonna come down, line, your body is a line, to your body is a V. Body is a line, body is a V. Okay, there's 10. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna cut. Okay, you're gonna continue and do 40. Next, you're gonna do your chair stretch or counter, whatever is at this height. Place both of your shoulders here. Get your head between and really just lean forward. Set a timer for 1 full minute. I want you to do that for 1 full minute. Then thoracic openers. Oops. You're gonna lay on the ground. I want you to have your hands out like a T. Okay, while you're out, look to the right side. Drop your legs to the left. Hold for 1 minute. And then, because we don't have time, I'm just showing you the other side. Drop your legs together to the right and look to the left side. Hold that for 1 minute. Then, you're gonna do I love the wall stretches is what I call them. If you have a tennis ball, which I do somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Cool. If you have a tennis ball, my fist is a tennis ball. You're gonna find a spot on your pecs that really hurts. You can put that on the wall as well as you do this, but I love the wall here. Walk out till I find a stretch. Woo! There's a stretch. Hold it for 1 minute. Other side. Where's my stretch? There is my stretch. Holy poo, that is a stretch. Hold it for 1 minute. Apparently I need to do these. Okay, love you, bye.